Advent Christian General Conference exists to love God and love others by making followers of Jesus. For nearly 150 years, Advent Christians have gone into the world to share the love of Christ. Today, Advent Christian World Outreach is active in loving the lost in more than 30 countries. The Advent Christian legacy of love that began in the Philippines in 1953 is now reaching to every inhabited continent in the world. The legacy begins with Reverend George Teixeira, who discipled Filipino pastor Melchor Jondayan, and he discipled a young woman named Rowena Bailon. Rowena tells the story of how God used her to reach the nations with the love of Jesus.
Agape has started when I went to Japan in 1999 when I got a scholarship grant from the Japanese government to take up my PhD in mathematics. And when I was there, I was not aware that God has prepared great things for me to do for His glory, to join with Him in His work. And while there, everything was so strange to me because it's my first time to be out of the country, especially in Japan. So strange because they're speaking another language, totally different from the language that I knew. And I didn't know anything when I arrived there. And so I said, how could the Lord use me here when I don't know anybody and I don't know any of their language? But then I started praying and said, Lord, bless any simple thing that I do to touch these people and to tell them that you are God and that they need Jesus. So I said that, Lord, bless even the simple smile that I do and the simple work and help that I could do to the students that are surrounding me right now.
Rowena began a small Bible study of international students, and it began to grow. And through the help of the missionaries Floyd and Musa Powers, she was able to connect with a local Japanese congregation. Eventually, through the support and encouragement of Advent Christians in Japan, a facility was found to house what had become a new church. But they still needed a name.
And we prayed and sought the Lord for what could be the real and nice name for that kind of ministry. And so after praying, God has given to us the name Agape House. And that was in 2001 officially the name of that ministry was Agape House. And after that, even until now, it's increasing in number and the ministry is just expanding and expanding. And it excites us so much because nobody initiated it except the Lord. And we always believe it's the Lord's work and we are just joining with Him in His work.
There are now 4 Agape houses in Japan and Agape houses in Australia, Papua New Guinea, Philippines, and Kyrgyzstan. Agape House has alumni from more than 85 countries, and Rowena is trusting in God's great love to continue to expand the ministry.
And we desire also to help all those other Agape House alumni who has returned back to their home countries to fan into flame the giftings that God has given unto them. And so in 10 years' time, we desire that we could penetrate into more countries. And being also part of the Advent Christian General Conference, our desire being in the Agape House ministries is to connect all those alumni from Agape House to the different Advent Christian churches around the world.
Through the gifts of faithful servants like Rowena Cabrizos, God continues to reach the entire world with His legacy of love.